Hello everybody, my name is Andrew from BrickMeisterZ, and in this video, I'm going to be reviewing one of the new Spider-Man LEGO Marvel sets for summer 2025. This is Peter Parker's apartment, which is set number 76317. It has a total of 394 pieces, and this came out on August 1st, 2025 for $55. This set has 4 minifigures that we're going to take a look at, including Mary Jane. The last time we got her was in the Spider Helicopter Rescue set back in 2014, but this new version uses existing minifigure parts and prints. Her face is similar to Hermione's face from Harry Potter. The torso is from one of the 2024 Jurassic World sets, compared to the other version of her tank top with the Spider-Man heart face. And the red female hair was also used for Poison Ivy and Jean Grey. Anti-Venom is a new LEGO Marvel character that was introduced in the Spider-Man mech from January of this year. I like the spider print used on both the front and back of the torso, and the alien head with the yellow eyes and red mouth look really creepy. For Hobgoblin, this figure does not have a fabric cape, but a rubbery cape. The new rubber capes were introduced in 2021 with Doctor Strange in the Sanctum Workshop set. And the same hood piece was used for the Moon Knight minifigure in the second Marvel CMF series, which is the first time we're getting it in orange. And even though the new Hobgoblin figure only has printed legs on the front, the other version from 2016 does use dual molded legs on the sides and no detailed printing. That's kind of a missed opportunity, except the different legs were flipped around, don't you think? Hobgoblin does come with his glider, which is a similar build for Green Goblin's glider in the Oscorp Tower set. There's 2 studs in the middle to make Hobgoblin stand up. The wings on the sides can move up and down and left and right using clip parts, and so does the thruster with the flame, but that only moves up and down. There's 2 pumpkin bombs on the sides of the wings, which are attached to these 1x2 jumper plates. And the pumpkin bombs also appeared in the same Oscorp set. This uses a regular minifigure head with the printing on the front that looks like a jack-o'-lantern. And you can see that the back is covered up with the transparent orange minifigure hair representing the flame. And here's Peter Parker, but without the Spider-Man mask, even though he's holding it in his hand. This look for his face reveal has a smile on one side of his face and a scared look on the other side. Both the regular head and the hair can be removed so that you can put the Spider-Man mask on. And this uses another regular minifigure headpiece. And Spider-Man comes with a build of his spider crawler. There are some studs in the back to make him stand up or sit down. And you can see that there are the spider legs using clip pieces to make it crawl around. And that's controlled using this lever in the middle. For some random accessories, this set comes with a bunch of spiderweb pieces, such as the web shooters and this spiderweb handcuff design, and you also get 2 identical flames. And that's it for the minifigures. So now let's take a look at the build of Peter Parker's apartment. This is in the style of those mini modular buildings, which are cheaper than the regular and more expensive modulars. Even though the regular ones have the walls fully enclosed, the mini modulars, on the other hand, only have an open back. Both modular versions had floors that could be stacked on top, as well as Technic pins on the sides to connect the other buildings. The apartment itself does connect to the other 2 LEGO Marvel mini modulars, the Spider-Verse Deli Grocery and the new Oscorp Tower. For the outside of the apartment building, there's a 2x2 tile sticker next to the front door that says 410 Chelsea Street, where Peter Parker lives in the Marvel Comics. On the windowsills, there are 2 air conditioners and some plants. And also, there's a spider crawling on the wall, along with 2 small spider webs and 1 big spider web. And those are actually connected with these modified 1x1 bricks with a stud at the front. And what's cool is that you can take your minifigures inside the big spider web like anti-venom. Just put him inside like this, and then use the middle bar and connect it to the hole. And look at that, anti-venom is all tangled up in the spider web. And that's just what happens when superheroes kidnap other villains. On the left side, there is a sticker on a panel that shows the Daily Bugle ad of Jay Jonah holding a newspaper. It features Spider-Man's first appearance in a comic book as depicted on the front cover of Amazing Fantasy 15, published back in 1962. Plus, it's funny to see a spiderweb covering Jay's mouth and the writing of blah blah. So now let's take a look inside the apartment once we turn the model around. Here's the kitchen located on the bottom floor. On the counter, there is a pizza box, which is the Pizza Time reference from Spider-Man 2. On the wall, there is a whisk. To the right is a frying pan on a stove. And to the right is a sink with a golden faucet. The small dining table and 2 chairs can be moved out of the way to take a look at the cabinets and drawers underneath the kitchen counter. They do, however, open up, but there is nothing on the inside. Also attached to the wall besides the whisk are 2 transparent minifigure posing stands. You can hang Peter Parker upside down when he gives Mary Jane a kiss. Aww. And a floor right above the kitchen is Peter's bedroom. There's a chair in front of his desk that can rotate on a turntable. And on the desk, there is a computer, but the screen shows an online article from Daily Bugle that says, Venom spotted? To the left of the computer screen is a camera next to the keyboard. And right here in the corner is a microscope build sitting on top of a crate. You can take the lid off, but as you can see, there's nothing inside. To the right of Peter's desk is a video game controller sitting on his bed. The bed can be lifted up, and underneath is a drawing of the Iron Spider suit on a sheet of paper and a spider on a sticky note. And that's a sticker on an inverted 2x2 tile. And to the right are 4 posters on the wall, which uses a sticker. There's 1 poster of the Oscorp Tower, another one for the science fair, a 3rd one that says first prize, and a photo of Peter holding a trophy. Near the rooftop is a Technic axle connector in tan popping out of the wall. When you push this forward just like this, a big part of the wall flies off. And this could represent Hobgoblin destroying the apartment building using pumpkin bombs. And the play feature resets when you put the exploded wall back in its spot. And there's a black railing sitting on top of the roof connected by 2 2x2 jumper plates. This part allows you to line up these 1x1 bricks located in front of the door. So once you connect those together, you have now created a balcony for the apartment building. You can even stack the whole apartment on top of the Spider-Verse set instead of putting it on the ground. That's because the apartment doesn't have a sidewalk, unlike the other 2 Marvel mini modulars. So putting Peter's apartment on top of another building fixes this problem. Even if the apartment building doesn't have a railing, a character will fall out after going through the door, which is not safe. So that's it for the build, and let's move on to my final thoughts. The mini modular buildings are something that you can afford to make your own Lego city at a cheaper price, instead of buying those regular modulars because they're expensive. I do like this idea of placing Peter's apartment on top of other buildings, which are sold separately. Even if you want to place it on the ground while connecting to the mini modulars, the sidewalk is too short. The apartment is 6 studs wide and should have had an alternate plate that is 8 studs wider, similar to the Marvelous jewelry store from the Oscorp set. And one of the minifigures, including Hobgoblin, looks a little off with no side printing for the legs, but there's printing on the front. You could replace the new legs with the old legs from the Ghost Rider team-up set in 2016 to make it a little better. But yet, Hobgoblin's old legs with dual molded on the sides don't have the new printed details from the new version on the front. So this mini modular isn't that bad besides the 2 others released this year. It's because there is no sidewalk on the front, because that's disappointing. So let me know what you think about this set in the comments down below. Please subscribe to BrickMeisterZ and turn on notifications so that you don't miss out on my future videos. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.